Okay, welcome back everybody. This is wrestleman90. Sorry for the long delay, I've been busy. Here's my Royal Rumble 2011 review and possibilities leading up to WrestleMania. First match of the night was Edge versus Dolph Ziggler for the World Heavyweight Championship. I give it about 3 and 3/4 stars. It was a good match. There were some good moments in the match. I think it was a little bit overbooked, but considering it was the first match of the night, I don't really mind. Dolph Ziggler came very close on a couple of occasions. I think WWE is now showing the trust that they have in Dolph Ziggler, and that at some point he will be a world heavyweight champion. The second match was The Miz versus Randy Orton. I give that match 3 stars. I think this match is overbooked as well. I didn't really like the fact that it was overbooked because the opening match was overbooked. The I really did not expect The Miz to retain the WWE Championship because I don't think he's going to headline WrestleMania. I just don't see it. I don't see how The Miz is going to put people in seats and increase buy rates for WrestleMania. For me, I guess it's just because I'm not a Miz fan. I don't find him all that appealing as champion. I respect the hard work he's put in and the fact that he's gotten as far as he has, but I just don't see him as the main event guy of WrestleMania. That being said, the new Nexus got involved, costing Randy Orton the WWE Championship. So there was no reason given for that. So I guess we're gonna find out. Maybe tonight, maybe next week. Who knows when? I'm expecting something good to come out of this. The next match was it was supposed to be Natalia versus Lay Cool, but the anonymous GM changed the match into a fatal four-way. So it became Natalia, Layla, Michelle McCool, and Eve Torres. I give the match 1.5 stars. It was an okay match. It was basically just a filler match, just to burn off some time, leading up to the 40-man Royal Rumble. The ending was kind of good. Michelle McCool had the pin. Eve Torres had the pin. The ref didn't see Michelle McCool's pin and counted the 3 count for Eve Torres. So Eve Torres is your new Divas champion. Personally, I don't like Eve. I don't think she's all that great of a wrestler. I personally like Natalia as the Divas champion. Now we're going on to the Royal Rumble match. The Royal Rumble match, I give it 3.5 stars. Again, it was not great. It was good. I think it being a 40-man Royal Rumble kind of killed it in a sense. The beginning of the match is really, really good. You had CM Punk and Daniel Bryan started off, and by a couple of minutes later, you had William Regal, John Morrison. You had all these talented wrestlers in there, and as the Nexus started to unload, into the ring, every time somebody came out when it was the Nexus, they cleaned everybody out, and then of course the wonderful John Cena became Superman again, and he became Super Cena, and he just eliminated all of the Nexus, which was kind of idiotic. I don't know why they did that in the mid-match. I think it should have waited until the end, when Randy Orton came into the match, and just because CM Punk screwed Randy Orton out of the WWE Championship, you could have seen Cena and Orton team up, and they could have taken out the Nexus. You saw Randy Orton and John Cena point to the WrestleMania sign, and they had this stare down, and the fans didn't really react to it. The fans didn't give it a good pop at all. I think the fans are showing WWE that we're tired of seeing the same old feuds. We don't want to see Cena versus Orton anymore. There was a huge pop when Kevin Nash came out as Diesel. Booker T returned. He got a huge pop. I found Matt Striker's commentary to be very funny when Booker T came out. If you haven't seen Booker T's return, please go watch it. It was very entertaining. The ending to the match, I got kind of mad because, I thought that they would give Del Rio a bit more of a stronger opponent to finish out the Rumble. Instead, they gave him Santino, which was kind of idiotic because, let's face it, everyone knew that Santino wasn't going to win the Rumble, and so everybody just said, all right, Del Rio's going to win. Congratulations. I don't really like Del Rio. I think, yeah, we've been asking for WWE to build up new superstars and, give them pushes. But if anybody deserved to win the Royal Rumble, I would say it's Daniel Bryan. He was eliminated from NXT Season 1, came back, became United States Champion, got so over with the fans even when he was released. You still heard the Daniel Bryan chants in the audience. I think that speaks volumes, and he should have been the one to win the Royal Rumble and main event WrestleMania. I think he's ready. He's been ready for it. So I think WWE dropped the ball on that one. Next subject I just want to get on real quick. WWE working with Booker T and Kevin Nash. Some people are wondering if this is a part-time appearance and if they'll go back to TNA. I say if WWE is smart, they will lock up Booker T and Kevin Nash because of the pops they received. Nash's Diesel was one of the hugest pops I've ever heard, in a long time, and so was Booker T's pop. So I would say WWE should go out and sign Booker T and Kevin Nash to at least a good year-long contract. Personally, I want to see Booker T wrestle again in WWE. I want to see him get another world title run. I think Booker T has a lot of talent. He's probably one of the best wrestlers, in the last 10 to 15 years. Leading into WrestleMania, I don't see The Miz being WWE champion. I don't see him headlining WrestleMania. I see him maybe competing for the WWE title. Maybe he'll lose it and he'll fight for it at WrestleMania, or maybe he'll compete in another Money in the Bank ladder match. I just don't see The Miz headlining WrestleMania. Also, I have a bone to pick with WWE. They're letting go of so many great talents lately, and so many people who could be, world champions, yet they continue to keep Hornswoggle around. It's like, what is Hornswoggle to real wrestling fans? It's like, he's virtually useless. There's no point in having him there. He's not funny. He can't wrestle. He's not entertaining in the least bit. So I'm getting kind of tired of seeing, Hornswoggle be kept around. I think WWE should just release him. For right now, that's about it. I just wanted to get this off my chest. Anyway, send in your questions. I'll be doing more Q&As, and hopefully I'll do another video soon. Take care.